People like Phineas. That's, AKA Dr. Fang.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm waiting on his book.
Yeah.
Give me this if you're gonna get out. I have to take this.
He's running like a secondary plot, really, now on a lot of them. What's happening between him and Latoya? It's sort of on and off again, and so yeah, that's sort of going on in the background.
I have a question.
Yes.
What about the children of Roman and them? Because the children are mixed. I mean, is there a possibility of learning more about them and how they?
Yeah, they keep appearing in the books, and I believe in Vampire and the Virgin you'll find out about more babies to come. Yeah, everybody wants more babies. And I think we have, we have it. I'm trying to remember back, yeah, because it's a couple of books ago. Shanna has set up the school, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't want to do spoilers. I can't remember exactly which book that happened, but she set up the school, and so Constantine is going there, and the daughter Sophia will eventually, and so let's see. Phil is there with he has all his little his werewolf friends, the guys, and Carlos, the orphans that he has, the werepanther orphans are there too. But it'll keep increasing. There's also some mortal children there, like Jean-Luc and Heather's. Her first daughter, Bethany, who she's entirely human, but she knows too much.
Yeah.
So she's going there, and if you read it's kind of obscure, and a lot of people haven't read it, but there was a novella called A Very Vampy Christmas that was Maggie's story with Don Orlando de Cortisone, the soap opera star, and he had a child, and a human child, but Maggie adopted it, so that's another child. Lucy was her name, so she's going to the school too. But the children are tricky, really, because the vampires, if they're 500 years old, they don't change much. There's whether they're 500 or 510, what's the difference? But a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old, huge difference. So I really have to be careful I have to keep a really careful timeline now, know exactly when each book takes place, and count back to the kid's birthday, because I know Constantine was born in March. I have to keep up with that so that they're at the right age when the book happens, and then they're acting somewhat age appropriately. Even though I have Constantine and Sophia actually more mature. That's part of their of who they are, though, of being half vampire, that they're maturing early.
No, you really have to stay here. You're saying she's gonna have to
Come up with full background, or the research of it and everything.
Here, you can use it.
Well, some authors they'll interview them, or they have a long list of questions they ask them, and that just makes too much sense to me. I just sort of let them cook in my head, and they come to life somehow. I don't really know how. There are a few basic questions, though, that I have to know for each character. Basically, I have to know, what does he want more than anything, because that will give him his goal in the book. I have to also know, what does he need more than anything, which may be something entirely different that he doesn't want to admit to. Then I have to know what scares him more than anything. And I have to know what is so special about the heroine that she can give him something that no other woman can. And then it's vice versa, the same way with the heroine. And then what does the guy offer her that no one else ever can? I try to make that as real as I can, because I think that's real important for the romance. It gives it an edge of desperation that only this one will do.
Yeah.
And
It's
so.
not necessarily something written or read. It's kind of in between the lines of what they're saying. Between the things that they do.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, I can't just come out and say it, and so I have to show it in their thoughts and how they react and so forth. Yes.
Do you have a file that you made up of each of the characters to keep it all straight?
There
You
is
gotta have like a little dossier.
there is a
you know?
character list on my website. If you go to www.kerrelynsparks.com and go into the vampire world, there's a forum there where I talk with readers. There are the videos are there, the book trailers I had made. There are some vampire games there.
Oh, okay.
There's a hang the vampire game where you had to try to guess the character's name before the vampire hangs. There are word search puzzles, and I like the jigsaw puzzles with the covers. But there's some games there, and then there is the cast list. And if you click on that, gosh, it's probably over 20 pages long now. But it gives you each character and their whole bio, and usually a brief description. But it keeps getting bigger and bigger. I mean, and it's tricky because the one I have is different from the one on the. It has to be.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm 2 books ahead. If I put everything on there, it'd be like huge spoilers everywhere. You would know who ends up with who.
Wouldn't stop us from reading.
So it's tricky to try to keep that one up to date to where the last book that's out, which I probably need to go update it now.